Well, there it is. I haven't stopped it since it started. Because I'm so afraid, right? I tried to use my phone to get this, and I started a video, and a damn phone says it doesn't have any memory, and I spent all night last night fixing that. In any case, I had started out with these, well, you know what fields and fields look like, right? And armatures, right? Okay. And I had migrated to fields that included a pair of magnets. I can't find the little holders, but I had a pair of magnets that were this size. That's a magnet, okay? It had two magnets on either side, and it ran poorly. It ran real poorly. So then I made two super magnets that were huge, and it ran a little better, but it wasn't very reliable in starting. The motor just didn't seem to want to start. It seemed to be locked in, and what I think I determined over time was the magnets overpowered the what we could get out of the armature. So today I had reworked this so that it has three of the smaller magnets in the center here. Three magnets right here, all stacked up. Cut this away, unwrap the wire, cut the center out, put the three magnets in. I built an end plate, as you can see, maybe you can with that bronze piece there. I built an end plate, both ends, to capture the magnets, to hold them up, and to keep them stable. And then I reinstalled the rivets, and then I installed some bolts. I put extra screws in for some bolts. So I got it to work. And I just now got it to work. I had quite a challenge with this alignment because I've broken the continuity of these straps. These are now just two shapes and held together with a plate and bolts and magnets in between, and they were flippy-floppy and they wouldn't line up, they wouldn't stay lined up. Oh, it's terrible. So I end up doing quite a bit of fiddling, really, just fiddling, grinding, getting clearances. And then at the last moment, I was testing some fit, and I saw a wire hanging off. This one here is the one I had been using. There's a wire hanging off, and sure enough, I checked for continuity, and it has two open fields now. It's broken. In effect, I ruined it. Probably by manipulating it all day, in and out and stuff. So then I went and got another armature, and I thought I had this armature, but what I really had was one like this. I didn't realize I had gotten the PulMor armature. So what I have in there now is an oversized armature, but I've ground it, I filed it, you know, I made it fit, okay, and it's working. So it's going to be a pretty cold day before I take that out and put in the right one. In fact, the only good one I have left, I don't have any of the gearing left, so I'll have to pull those gears off, put them, blah blah blah. So I'm here with the big armature, the PulMor armature, but a non-PulMor field set, the small fields. Which aren't bad. They're not bad. About this size. They're just not quite as wide, but they're okay, I guess. Well, I mean, it's running, right? What can I say? It's running. I'm running it in to let you know what's going on here. I just put this motor together. I wanted to make sure it had oil and lube and whatnot, and make sure it doesn't have a problem. As you can see, when I put a little oil on it, it seems to be happier. runs a few more RPM. Boy, I wish I had an RPM guy. You know, you just point at something and it tells you RPMs. It feels like throttle response is pretty good. I'm all set with the piece to put this on. I am about 1 minute away. I've got 1 hour left in my work day here. My wife has me on a hobby work hour. It used to be I worked my job 12 hours a day. Then I retired, and I get to play 2 hours a day. It's crazy. You know, I'm looking at this thing. I'm going 30 miles an hour, pulling 10 volts, pushing 10 volts into it, and I'm only pulling 0.8 amps. You know, we'd be at 3 or more if this were the original motor. 3 amps or more. I buried my amp meter is 0 to 3 because I wanted the accuracy. I buried it sometimes starting these motors. I'll go flat out and this thing sits at 1 point, holy cow, it's like 1.15 amps at 15.5 volts. No heat. No heat. No heat. Now, I'm going to stop at 30. Well, I'm going to take it all the way down to stop. Oh, look at stop. And try to start it. It's not starting. Oh, I know what, at neutral. Maybe it went to neutral. Alright, I'm going to break the continuity. Touch it. Touch it. Remember, this has a bad reverse. Uh-oh. Now it won't start. Now it died. It was running and now it won't start. Oh, it wants to. There it goes. Won't start. I don't know what that is. Doggone it. It started and stopped a couple of times. Started and stopped a couple of times. Now it's stiff. Now it's getting sticky on me. Oh hell. Well, I don't know what to say. I'll just have to keep playing with it, I guess. I want to put it on the rails. I got a coupler here, you know. I just put these clips in and solder the leads in, and I could put this on the rails. I could. It's got plenty of RPM. I can stall it, I guess, by pushing really hard, but it's wanting to go, you know. Well, I think I have to do that to complete the experiment and to push all this into the logbook as a successful prototype, except for the start-stop thing. I have to figure that out. It may be... what? Why would it not start? I had the wrong armature. That could be it. I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is. I've tuned this, I've cleaned it, I've done everything I can pretty much. I can see the brushes are a little off-center. That could be part of the problem. I don't want to screw with that too much right now. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I think I'm going to put it together a little more and try to pull some cars and see what that does. Just with this configuration. Alright, thanks guys. I'll send you this right away.